Greetings, fellow Shek. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Kenshi Shek's Conquest, episode 70, Techie Shek. And another. It's like bowling pins. And another. And now there are... Yeah, how many big things was that? It's hard to count legs. What is this, 2 big things? 1, 2, 3? Or 2? I don't know how many big things this is. Their bodies kind of blob together. Like John Carpenter's The Thing. Let's say it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 big things or so? Oh, here comes 2 more. Hello? Hello? No, anyone but Poetic. Thor, you hop in. Check of the have fillings. What? Oh! Hi! Okay, this one got back up. And it's down. Thank you, Tilk. Check if the have fill... I still don't know what you mean. Oh, check if they have fill... I get it. Yes, if they have metallic... Unfortunately, they're big things, so I can tell you with a guarantee that they are non-metallic. I was a little slow on that. That was the Thing reference. Dang, I got splashed behind it. Just seems cruel. Should we push through or around? Let me... Who's the slowest here? I kind of want to push through as like a point of pride. Poetic is the slowest because he's hurt. So I'm going to push through. We're getting real... I mean, I'm not going to spoil for fights. I'm going to walk around them if I can. We're cutting through these beaks really effectively. Even if I'm getting a little hurt. I think I have enough money that I don't really need to be picking up stuff like this. Oh, and there's some sort of fight up here. What is this, raptors versus beaks? Yep. Zikreta. All you were doubters, thinking I wouldn't make it through the crater. But I am greater than the crater. Will this aggro? Nope. Just moseying on his own. Alright, so now we're a pretty clear shot over to the lab ruin. With some injuries, but nothing that I think is going to heavily affect us. Oh, what is that, a skin spider? That did not look like a beak. Yeah, it was a skin spider. Skin spiders aren't fast enough to catch us, so... Oh, same with gorillas. Is this gorilla gonna want to fight? Yeah, it's gonna want to fight. Honestly, there's almost no benefit to killing a gorilla because they just don't have a lot of natural resources, so I'm not even gonna bother. Bye, gorilly. I'm too lazy to fight you. Thor's not too good at blocking. Yeah, a lot of the newer recruits their combat stats are lower. Have a good night, Tom. Happy New Year to you. Oh, don't you growl at me. Hey, puppy. Come here. There was a time when, like, 15 beak things would have absolutely massacred everybody and eaten us all. Oh, how the times have changed. I wonder if those band of bones are just standing in my base. Yeah, they're just, like, outside the walls, hanging out. Wonder what's going on. Are there mounts or vehicles in this game? No. I mean, you kind of mounts. Like, you can be carried by other people. But I don't think that really counts. There are mods to be able to, I think, mount... Yeah, there are saddle mods to be able to mount animals, but that's through mods. For vehicles, maybe there's a mod that exists, but not one that I know of off the top of my head. Hey, Anonymous, whoever you are. Thank you for the tip. And cheers. Yeah, in vanilla, there are no mounts or vehicles. That much is true. Unless you count being carried on someone else's shoulder a mount. I mean, technically, sort of, but not probably the way you want to define what a mount is. Or it depends on what you define a vehicle, because you slap 2 Masterwork Scout legs on a Hiver, and I'm pretty sure they're a vehicle at that point. Run around at like 50 miles an hour. I mean, if you can run around at 50 miles an hour, you're basically a vehicle at that point, right? I think. How fast did that one guy in Birth of the Hive move? Like 55 miles an hour? Something like that? That's, in Vanilla Kenshi, that's about what you top out at 100 athletics with 2 Masterwork Scout legs as a Hiver. You can go about, like, 55. It's absurd. No, I'm totally not even walking the right direction. Oh, looks like there's a gorilla that's spoiling for a fight. No, it's... Oh, there it goes. It provoked. So while we stare at the gorilla fight, who picked up all the sleeping bags? Thor. Thor picked up 7. Is there a better race to be if you want to be a thief? Yeah, there is actually. Being a Hiver Prince gives you some racial benefits to thief. Or Scorchlander, maybe? But Hiver Prince for sure. They have benefits to stealing stuff. Come on, gorilla, just drop already. Postal, thanks for the follow. So these beds are just for those that have been injured a little bit on the path here to heal up. Also, we're going to be fighting giant killer spider bots, so I'm sure I'll need them. I'm going to try not to have to set up additional beds. Just because setting them all up and then breaking them all down takes kind of a while. So let's go ahead and have Headshot pick this gate. I don't know why Headshot, but let's have Headshot pick it and Ruka pick it. So I'm going to start to pull spiders out of this facility, out of this ancient lab, one at a time. And I don't have it memorized, but I think there's like 4 labs in the world, and they are the best possible places to get technology outside of the Ashlands. They are just very tech-rich. Bait them out with Headshot? Yeah, I'm going to be baiting them out, yeah. Maybe not with Headshot, but baiting them out one at a time. It doesn't really matter who baits it, though. Because all you have to do to bait a spider is to right-click on them. So, bottom floor has a broken skeleton. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spiders. Upstairs, 3 spiders. And top floor, 3 more spiders. So, I've got my work cut out for me. Let's hope it's worth it. And unfortunately, it looks like a lot of them aggroed. So I'm just going to back up and try to reduce the amount that I have to fight all at once. But even if I have to take on this amount, it should be fine. Alright, so Rain. Headshot, why are you running? These spiders gonna... Oh, yep, they are gonna bother my sleepers. Alright, sleepers, move. Everybody... back up. Except for Headshot. I'm just trying to split this group up so I'm not having to fight all of them at once. Ruka, go pick up the Thrall? The Broken Skeleton, rather. They're not technically Thralls. And then... let's square up against the security spiders in a second. I think I'd rather have... I'm gonna wait a second to do that. So that I'm not fighting too many fights at once to minimize injury. I'm surprised these spiders haven't, these security bots haven't reset, though. So let me try to reset them so I'm not fighting 4 at once. Oh, Headshot just got tagged to the leg real hard. We'll splint her, she'll be alright. Alright, the Broken Skeleton is trying to repair itself. And I'll have King go out and make sure that that doesn't happen. No, they're all resetting. Rude. Okay, it's rebooting. Thank you for your repair kit. And let's take your blade off. Alright, I'm gonna rise to the challenge and fight all 3 at once, I guess, because I don't seem to be getting much of an option here. They're not splitting up. So, King, ditch the backpack. So I don't lose the backpack, I'm gonna put a campfire next to it. Rain, could you peel one? I just don't want to fight... Okay, alright, we peeled one, and then Ruka peel another. So Kang and Oren. Oren, you're a little wounded, but Kang and Oren go for that one. Headshot. Get shooting. And Mike. And Case. Wow, Rain is getting messed up. This one's head's pretty damaged. The other security spiders are not hurt at all. Everybody else needs to stop trying to go play medic. It's kind of annoying. These two unconscious. Case, I'm going to have you back up. King, I'm going to have you back up. This one's gone. It's tapped. Let's grab the skeletal muscle and have Headshot work on the next cluster. So everyone is going to be backing out of here. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Split them up. Alright, who's healthy? Poetic, and no, Els, and Shona. You're up. And Rain, heal yourself. Mike's down. King. Leg is low. Have you back out of there. That's his bionic leg, though. So it's going to be annoying to repair. Oron, your stomach is... Okay, hold. Hold. Els, how are you handling it? Els is not hurt that much yet. Shona needs to back out. And then someone else needs to step in for Shona. Night Knave. Shona's unconscious. Els will be unconscious soon, I suspect. Case, you should hold. And this one's unconscious. This one's tapped. Good. I think Headshot's probably doing like 80% of the damage, to be honest, just because of how much we get stun locked when we fight these things. Alright, Night Knave took a really bad stomach hit. I think Night Knave is one of the ones without a shirt, and it shows. Greaser, you're up. Gizo, you're up. Farmer boys, get on in there. Wow. Alright, Gizo's already unconscious. And Greaser is heading that way. Larry, your turn. So if you're wondering, obviously I could just kite the thing. Oh, hi Garu. Don't growl at me. Obviously I could just kite the thing and just shoot it continually and not have to take damage, but that's just not how the Shek fight. So we fight square and fair. So Gizo... Night Knave is unconscious, but Night Knave actually might be the only one that needs to be carried to a bed. What are these, goats? Yep. Because I don't think Night Knave is going to be conscious anytime soon. So let's pick him up and do some resting. And let's hope that we only bring in one at a time from here on out. Because too many at once just gets real squirrely. Also holding left alt. King, you should grab your backpack, because I'm going to forget it out there if I don't. And these are the ones that are all limping. So you can see they're not exactly fast. A lot of injuries. A lot of injuries. But that's how these fights go. Alright, let's set up some additional camp beds. Continue the pyramid, I guess. Alright, this might be enough beds. Pyramid of needs. And we'll make sure that everyone heals up. Or heals up just enough that I can re-engage the next group. No one needs to be perfect. Just good enough. Where is Shona? Shona, why? Oh, you don't have a bed. That's why you're not doing that. Alright, Shona rest. Greaser rest. Gizo rest. Case rest. I think most of the ones that got hurt now are, yeah, everybody's in camp beds that got hurt. And we have one bed to spare. Okay, cool. Tora, let's go aggro some more. So that's almost a third of the facility cleared. And with any luck, we'll pull one at a time instead of 4. So, Tora, Larry, and Fang, you'll fight the next group with headshot as soon as this thing comes down. It's a headshot. Let's have you hold here, but shoot. And I believe everybody else out of here is in good health. Okay. Pick up the slack. And then try to spread out so that we don't get splash damage. So Larry, you'll be a sub. Alright, Fang, you're hurt enough. Everybody here needs to be set on hold so they don't immediately try to jump in to do medic. And Fang, you can heal yourself. Tora, let's have you back out. And if I want them to be medicked, all I have to do is run them into the cluster here, and they'll receive medical attention by anyone adjacent. It doesn't stop them from doing medicine, it just doesn't allow them to move to do it. Jacobot, you're supposed to be fighting. Larry... Yep, it's down. Down goes another. It's a process. Obviously, the crossbow helps out a lot. It's a dangerous process to boot. But I feel pretty good about doing it melee. I don't feel like it's a freebie. Right, who's hurt in this cluster? Larry. Go rest. And Fang, go rest. I think that's everybody that got hurt. Byron, thanks for the gifted subs, dude. Happy New Year to you. Or soon to be New Year. I don't know what Headshot's aiming at. That's very strange. She's like aiming up into the facility, but I can't imagine there's anyone up there. So I'm going to set everyone to hold. Have them back up. Ruka, you're going to go pull the next. So we're almost done with floor 1. Keeping in mind that there's basically no loot floor 1 or 2. All the loot's on floor 3. So until we're done with 3 floors, we're basically penniless as a result of this fight. So next up will be Ruka, Els, and Fully. My late day hype. How was your day? Alright, Ruka's going to be first tank. I honestly think just tanking one at a time is probably more effective, because that way the second and third people don't get hurt as we tank. Because I think landing 16 swings on it just doesn't really matter as long as Ruka or Headshot has bolts. It is possible that Headshot will run out of bolts. Actually, Ruka just blocked 2 or 3 shots in a row, which is pretty good, but she's obviously one of our best combatants, so that doesn't surprise me. And she's tanking a lot better than the other ones, but if you're wondering why, it's the Black and Chainmail almost certainly. Ouch. Her legs are taking a little bit more damage. Oh, and it's down. Solo tank Ruka. Dang. Impressive. Oh, man. The instant meds is just amazing. I love it. All right, is anyone able to switch out? Yeah, Rockfin can switch out for Ruka. All right, that's floor 1. Now that floor 1's done, I'm just going to check the barrels, even though I am almost positively sure they're empty of things that are worth looting. The general storage boxes had some stuff, but it's not stuff I want. All right, that's everything. And next, pick a spider closest to the ramp. You, come on down. 5 out of 11. All right, Rockfin's up. We'll see how he fares. Rockfin does not have the chainmail. If I really wanted to min-max it, I would have Ruka give up the chainmail to Rockfin so that I tank a little bit better, but I'm not going to do that. Because it's going to get real confusing as to who owns what, who's wearing what. Rockfin blocked. Rockfin blocked again. Oh, a third time. The problem is, as you can see, as soon as it lands a hit, it turns into like a chained stunning attack, which is why it's so tricky to fight these things. Because they get, as soon as they land one hit, they get like 2 other freebie hits, and that becomes tough to tank. I mean, Rockfin's doing a pretty good job at tanking it, but you know, still hard. You're still shooting? Yeah. Down it goes. Yet another. To the Pyre of the Dead. Alright, Rockfin should rest up. His head's pretty wounded. Jacobot, give up your spot. And Jacobot, you're going to be next up. Jacobot versus the other bot. Good luck. Who else is healed here? I think I'm going to try not to put down some more camp beds. It also might be necessary for King to go... Oh, it's too far. I was going to say for King to go buy bolts for headshot, because I'm running low on bolts. But I'm just going to roll with it. If I have to melee the last few, I have to melee the last few. That's my penance for not being prepared. So this is the second to last on floor 2. Here it comes. And sharp point, you're going to be ready to step in when Jacobot gets hurt. Oh man, Jacobot's getting ravaged. Whoa! Headshot, dang! Living up to the name. Rip this one's head off very quickly. Coney, thank you for the follow. Alright, you, sir, are super wounded, but I don't think that there's a free bed anywhere. You have a bed on you, so I guess I'll ruin my beautiful bed design and have you actually heal. Sharp point, you're up. That was some good shooting on Headshot's part. So this is the last of floor 2. As a little reminder, floor 3 is 3 more. So this is we're getting there. I think it will become harder when Sharp Point runs out of bolts, though, because we're just about down to the last stack of bolts. But I'm 90% sure we'll be able to do it. I'd have to be oh Jesus, extraordinarily unlucky for me not to be able to clear it, even melee. Come on, Sharp Point. Show me what you got. You're gonna lose that leg, dude. All right, limp on out of there and fully hop in. down to very low bolts. Bully is down. Thor, hop in. He lands it. Oh, nope. He landed one hit. And it's down. Come on. Alright. If I want to heal these guys quick, and just move the reserve fighters onto those that got wounded, and they'll be patched up quickly. Sharp point and fully Thor. Okay. How's my day going? Not bad. It's going pretty great. How about yours? Going great, except for the fact that the vast majority of all of my people are, like, now critically wounded. It's fine. This is one of the harder things to do in the game, so... just being alive is a testament, I'd like to think. Alright, is that everybody that is wounded? Yep, that is. Cool. It is toughness training, yeah. It's not a lot of toughness training, only because we go down so quickly. Toughness training would be best if we didn't flop so fast. But, you know, whatever. Toughness training is best when you have an enemy just slowly whittle your health down, not in, like, big, massive hits. Hey, Nightmad, do you have a cat? I know it seems like a random question. Yes. A very common symptom of swollen lymph nodes is cat scratch fever. It happened to me when I was like 22 or so, maybe 21. I had really bad swollen lymph nodes. They thought I had lymphoma. I just had cat scratch fever. It's particularly prevalent when you have kittens, because kittens have some sort of bacteria in their claws, or maybe a virus, that that you can catch even by little scratches, and then one of the common symptoms of cat scratch fever is swollen lymph nodes. Typically, I think the ones in your neck. But I'm not a doctor. Get it checked out. Well, it sounds like you're getting it checked out. Yeah, so if you have a kitten, get tested for cat scratch fever. It could be nothing. It could be absolutely nothing. I'm not trying to say, like, it is nothing, but the fact that I thought that, hey, maybe you have a kitten, because it happened to me, and it freaked me out for, like, for quite a few weeks, because, that was a misclick. Because, you know, when the docs are like, oh, you might have lymphoma, and it turns out that it was just, like, a cat that scratched me, the severity levels of those two diagnoses are just not at all equivalent. Yeah, so hopefully it's just a little cat scratch fever. Callie, run! Hobble! Callie here is, oh, there it goes. Down it goes. Absurdly differing levels, yes. Yeah, I would... Cat scratch fever is, the reason why I didn't even think of cat scratch fever at the time is I wasn't running a fever at all. I was, completely asymptomatic, other than the fact that my, like, lymph nodes were, like, I had, like, a golf ball on the side of my neck. It's also something that can happen when, I think when you get, like, strep throat. Sometimes, instead of actually getting, like, a sore throat, typical strep throat, your lymph system in your body, this is a massive oversimplification from someone that is not accredited. I'm not a doctor. But basically, your lymph system is, like, the trash collection for viruses. So, so sometimes when you're sick with, like, a viral infection, it presents itself by all of the viral cells being collected in your lymph system, and your lymph system can just get essentially clogged with you know, dead viruses and swell it up. So swollen lymph nodes can often be a result of previous viral infection, where you just have basically garbage stuck in your pipes. So let's hope that that's what it is. It's a weird tangent for me to go on, but if I could help with a diagnosis, and if it comes back as that, let me know, because I would like to flex as a diagnostician that you said you have swollen lymph nodes, and the first thing that popped up in my head was, do you have a kitten? That would be a feather in my cap, I think. Hey, Cywolf Reaper, thank you for the resub. Yeah, on a streak. My Dr. House moment? Yeah. Maybe in a different life I'd be a good doc. So that was the last shot for headshot. She's out. So I think what I need to do is just swarm this thing now with overwhelming force. And by that I mean just like the 2 people that I have that are healthy. Yeah, if House can't diagnose it, blame Lupus. Oh god, we're getting wrecked. It's gonna be really hard to take out this last spider. I'm hoping that some of my best fighters like King and Rockfin heal up quick, because this is Oh, we're doing it! Look! Everybody that was great! Everybody got in there. It was like a group beatdown. You know, Office Space beating up the printer. Oh, that was fantastic. Alright, the rest of... So there's only one spider left. I can't imagine the one spider is going to take out everybody that is that's currently on 2 feet. So let's toss down some more camp beds. Els, McNauer, Thorfinn all need to rest, so let me put 3 more camp beds down, if I have them. I do have them. So McNauer rest. Thorfinn, Els. I bet some of the people that are laying down are, like, in really good health. Like, Case here is 100%. Oren's basically 100%. Yeah, we have a lot of people that are fine. So, last spider. Here we go. Here we go. And Tangier, I didn't even notice that you resubbed, dude. I apologize, because you just hit your year anniversary. Cheers. You blame me for learning MIPS for stationeers? Man, I took, as part of a master's computer science course, I took MIPS as like a programming language, and I hated it. I'm a bad programmer to begin with, but like MIPS was just like my kryptonite. I really could not, I just hated it. It was awful. And I was bad at it, so it felt even worse. Here we go, last Spidey. Now the only thing I need to be aware of is the one person that should not get hurt at this point is Els, because Els is likely going to have to pick a lot of the locks that I'll have to pop open. You know what I want to do? This is a terrible idea, but everybody go! Everybody that is currently healthy, go and stomp this last spider. Swamp it. This is a terrible, terrible tactic considering it has stagger and knockback. And we're also very close to the people that are wounded and resting. Trust and redirect. And it's down. Rock on. You like the goal UI of the series? Thank you. It's so that people that are just tuning in aren't lost. They can kind of understand what's going on. I try to do it for all the games I play, so that you know, people aren't left scratching their head as to what's going on. So Kang and Shona, you're going to be my go-to for everything to pick up here. And then Kang, actually before Kang, before you ascend the ladder here, I want to free up as much bag space as I can so that you can store the loot, the bounty, the good stuff. So let's hand out the food. All right, he's almost. I probably shouldn't have even brought those animal skins. Had I spent a second to actually think where I was headed, and knowing that acid rain doesn't occur here, it was rather pointless for me to bring that stuff. But I don't think I'm going to need the carry weight, so should be okay. All right, so Kang and Shona. Time to go to the tower, see what you can pick, and then if you can't pick it, Els will be there to pick it eventually. So we'll have to be careful going through... Where are you going? Splint rigging? Okay, fine. We'll let him splint rig. You done? You done? Okay. One book already. I like that. Another book. More advanced meds. Some tools in case I can't pick something. And here's the first box to pick. Not a hard box, so it's already open. One core. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to also bring the armor plating. The advanced splint, it's not important enough, I don't think. Oh, here we go. Here's a tough lock for Kang and Shona. Shona is using her telepathy to pick this thing because she's halfway across the room. Oh boy, we're already up to 2 cores. I bet a lot of people that made those predictions are kind of like, no more cores, no more cores. CPU units sell for a bunch, as do power cores, as do robotic components, and skeletal muscles, and my bag is kind of full. Generator cores sell for a bit, but they also weigh a gazillion, so I tend not to loot them unless I'm masochistic about my spine. This metal box is a big old joke to pick. Probably everyone could pick this one. Nothing in it, though. Another book, so we're up to 5 books, 2 cores. This is good for me. This is not good for a fair percentage of you. But this is really good for me. 3+. I can already call it. We got a whole lot of this facility left to go through, especially considering, generally speaking, the most stuff is in the safe here. But we're already up to 3. Motor. If we get 4, that means we can immediately go to Edge Masters. And 2 more books, so we're up to 7 books. Oh wow, Shona and Kang can actually pick this safe. And they did it first try, that kind of sucks. 4 cores. That is the stuff. And 3 more books. So 10 books so far. These skeleton repair kits probably ought to be looted because they are expansives. And Shona's bag is full. Who has storage space? Callie, you get up here. You can store some stuff. Mumbles, you feel like you're talking to yourself? Do I have any mods installed? So if you're wondering about mods, just type... Well, alright, Zero Day already did it. I have all of my mods as a command, so that those kind of questions you don't actually need someone to answer. In the title of the stream, you can see most of the relevant mods, or most of the relevant commands to run. Like, rules, about, mods, that kind of stuff. There's yet another book. More books. Oh boy, this is going to be a good one. More engineering research. So the engineering research that we have left can, I believe we now have enough to get ourselves stronger walls. So yeah, we're done. This is full loot. I'm just going to go through the entire facility one last time to make sure I didn't miss anything. But what's really exciting here is we've now very clearly established we can clear an entire tech lab. We also have established that I probably need to bring more crossbow bolts. But this was pretty cool. Oh, posture check and a hydrate. So how many total books do we have? We have 8, 11, plus... So we have 19 ancient books from here and 4 cores. That is a stellar yield. And I'm just double checking that I didn't skip anything, but I'm pretty careful. And then there's sometimes... no, there's no extra storage. Oh, Jesus. McNauer's under attack. By a Gorillo. Ah. Ah, yes. So who's healthy over here? Case, Case, Iguvin, Jackson, Chemo. You guys go stomp the Gorillo. And I think we're done. We can pack up the bags and head home. So, big question here. How should I spend the 4 cores? There's kind of just 2 obvious options. So I've been saving... It's possible to spend it all... when I say Edge Masters, I meant Edge Walkers. Let me do that again, because... Edge Masters is the manufacturer, Edge Walkers is the tech level. So Edge Walkers are other research, and I just changed the order of that, so I apologize. So it's like extra confusing. So Edge Walkers would allow me to make very high quality weapons. Other research would be stuff like the automated mining tech or the hydroponics. That's basically the only other stuff that I have. Gorillas are really good combat training dummies. They have very bulky, tough bodies, and they don't hit so hard that it knocks us out. I know, I swapped the order. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. When I went to correct, I just removed one and, yeah. I jebaited you all into doing the wrong thing. Alright, right now, all I want to do is to make sure that the people in the squad that have injured legs, which will prevent us from walking home quickly, get healed up. Or anyone with, like, critical wounds. So, everybody is here. Cowley, you need to rest your legs. Who's near hell? Tora, you're full. Trust in you, take that. Whack, you're full. Chemo, you take that. I'll be getting home in just a second. I just want to do some quick 3-speed healing. Alright, if I'm not mistaken, everybody that is currently standing up is 100%. Except for Kang, but it's robotic damage. It's not something that a bed will fix. So, at this point, as soon as as soon as the majority of the people that are injured, that are laying down right now, are, oops, that's not what I meant to do, are recovered, I'm just gonna head home. I just don't want any critical injuries, especially leg injuries, to slow our ability to get home. So let me check to make sure that nobody is too slow. And if they're not too slow, I'll pack up the rest of the bags and head off. So Shona's leg injuries, it's mostly encumbrance, not actually injuries. Hi, goats. Are you going to leave me alone? So I had Night Knave just take Shona's stuff so that she's not encumbered. Oh, don't growl at me, please. Sharp Point's the only one with a leg injury that is slowing him down at the moment, it looks like. So I'll start packing up everybody's bags, except for Sharp Point. Sharp Point will keep his bag there. And I'm not gonna, I don't really care what is in people's inventories, I'm just gonna have them hop off of their own bed, and then, oops, that's not what I meant to do, and then slap their bed into their own inventory. And then if someone has 2 beds, it's not a big deal. As long as they're not encumbered. This is definitely faster than trying to do it perfectly. Thank you for tuning in to Kenshi Shek's Conquest, which originally streamed live on Twitch December 30th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to chat with me or my Discord community, the link to Discord can be found at Rhadamant.com or to the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel. I'll catch you next episode, fellow Shek. Goodbye.